All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back up here at Franklin Toyota, and we're going to talk about Toyota's current biggest failures, their biggest hurdles, their biggest mistakes, where they go so good, and then they just fall off at the last minute, and the things that are happening right now. And we're going to talk about it. This is not one of them. This is a beautiful thing. This is not one of them at all. But we'll talk about this even too. But we are at Franklin, like I said, and we're going to talk about where Toyota just can't get it right and where they can. Okay, where they can is the fact that their trucks are very good. Okay, the Tacomas, the Tundras, they do a great job. These trucks are proving themselves very good. I know a lot of people don't like them, and at first I hated them because I was so proud of what the last generation Tacoma was, what the last Tundra was, what the last 4Runner was. It's very hard to come to grips with the reality that this is Toyota now. But it is. This is Toyota now. This is what they are. And even with all the complaining I did and all the ways I feel about it, they are proving very good. They are reliable. They are great trucks. They are doing well. Obviously, the Tundra had some issues, but it's working those out from what we hear. Toyota is doing well, but they still, to this day, fall short in many categories that pisses me off tremendously. Let's go back over here real quick, though, and take a look at this access cab, because this is like a golden egg right here. You don't find these very often. This is an SR, too. Look at this. This is as plain Jane as it gets. We got an SR. You can tell because it's got the leaf spring suspension, and look how low down they hang on there, but we will take it. But this is a SR right here. Tacoma SR 4x2, so two-wheel drive, and it's actually, realistically, I'm going to show you this because it's what matters, coming in about $31,590, 32 grand. Awesome access cab. This is Southeast Toyota Distributors. I hate this place. Okay, Toyota Guard. They're charging you $700 for 2 oil filter changes, 4 tire rotations, roadside and rental car assistance, and a stupid exterior paint and interior protector. That's basically a quick spray with a $3 can of Scotch Guard and a quick wipe with a paint sealer that's worthless and is done super. There's nothing here. $700 for things that you get for free from every other manufacturer. Southeast Toyota Distributors charge you for. And then on top of it, look, you're paying for the exterior paint sealant and the interior protectant for $699, but here they're also clear paint protectant door package for $249. Includes coverage on the door edge guards, door cups, rear bumper. It's like, come on. Multimedia screen protector for $129. Bumps your head. They're on Amazon for $20. Phone charging cable for $79. I can get that on Amazon too for about $8. Okay, ridiculous, stupid. Coming in at $35,000 with 1,156 of that crap being from these guys. I cannot stand, and that is one of the problems. Southeast Toyota Distributors. We will come back to that. It is not a dealer thing. It's not Franklin. Okay, Franklin's an amazing dealer. We actually bought my dad's minivan from here, the Sienna van. It's an amazing vehicle. Bought it. It's here. Or bought it here. Great truck or great dealership, but Southeast Toyota Distributors sucks. As for the truck, access cab. So we get a foot longer bed. Look at this. You can see it. See your distance here? This distance right here between the fender. And then if you look at the distance here on this one, standard cab, see how narrow that is? See how big that is? There's your extra length of your bed. So we get a foot longer bed, and we get this access back end, which you can kind of see in there maybe a little bit. But that is the access cab version. Love this. Love it. And I love it as simple as it is. And I am in a market for something that I'm going to leave my daughter. Like I said, they moved to another state, and I am thinking about buying a house in that state to make life easier, and I'm thinking about buying a truck to leave there. So rather than having to drive back and forth, I can just jump on a plane. And I am thinking about buying a truck, and I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Truck, car, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But I'm not even sure I'm buying a house yet. We'll play all that by ear up there and see. I'm not moving out of Georgia. I love it here. But like I said, we're gonna be spending enough time in that other state. I might be maybe setting up a little area up there. So we'll see how that goes. But the other place that Toyota suffers tremendously, okay, other than Southeast Toyota Distributors, is tires. Okay, they use the worst tires on every kind of truck and trim there is. Even over here, it's on a TRD off-road. There's a TRD off-road right here also. I'm pretty sure it's TRD off-road. Let's double check it. TRD off-road right here. Look at the tires that come on a TRD off-road. Okay, this is an off-road truck. This is the tires we're getting on its stock. Huge miss as far as I'm concerned. Okay, wheels look great. Tires are a huge miss. Huge, huge miss. Also, on a TRD off-road here, which we are now noticing, I'm noticing here, this one does not have the front chin on them where a lot of the TRD off-roads do. Let's check this one. Maybe Toyota's decided to ship them without those now, or maybe they're taking them off here. I'm curious, but typically I thought that had that front guard on them. And it does not on this one either. That big guard that we saw right there. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention in a while. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the Toyota. But the other big miss is the tow hooks. Okay, you can see them. See these cutouts on these things? That's to get to those tow hooks that are in there. But they put these tow hooks so far back on the Tacoma. They are buried up in there so far back that it is near impossible to get to that. See that? And see this? Look at this stuff move right here. See how that stuff is so wiggly, this plastic? You can look at that. Okay, well that's good because you're gonna be in trouble. They also give you, oh, that is so hot. 100-degree day, that is so hot. Look at this. This is, the skid plate is this thin, flexible plastic on a TRD off-road. Look it out, look it out. That's supposed to be a skid plate, okay? Worthless there. And these hooks are so far back that if you're actually buried in, you're gonna rip the front of this apart. You're gonna shred the front of the truck. Same with this, if you gotta go through those bumper hole or those valance holes to get to that, you can just see how you're gonna shred stuff trying to get to the recovery hooks. At least on the TRD off-road, they're up a little better. Here, these, you just got those little tie-down hooks that are buried in there, you can see right there. So Toyota misses the mark on some of this kind of stuff on there, and it's like, just come on, you do okay. The other big miss on the off-road trims for all Toyotas, the 4x4 system. You've heard me say it before. I'm gonna make it really quick because I talk about it in every video. Forcing you to use 4-low to get your locker is stupid. Nobody else does today other than Toyota and Nissan. And it's ridiculous that we gotta go to 4-low to kick in a rear locker. Totally stupid. So is the fact that it is such a pain in the butt to get to lock the locker up when you get in there. You cannot get in trouble and then use your locker and your 4-low to get you out. In a Toyota, if you did not go into 4-low and into the locker before you got into the hole, you are in major trouble. Okay, it's a huge downside to them. Makes me very, very unhappy, makes me sad all day. Okay, this definitely bums me out. I thought I had a note here with some of the stuff I was gonna talk about, but I must have left it in my truck. So we do not have it and are going in blind. So let's just keep right on going. But that is one of the big downsides to Toyota with what they're doing on there. Now they do have, like I said, Toyota does a lot of things great. I cannot fault them. And like I said, I'm really liking their trucks. I'm really liking what they're doing with it. Their 4Runners are phenomenal. I do like that the trim setups they're doing are great. I am not a fan of the forced hybrid. Okay, not even a little bit. I do not like hybrids, and even more so now than before, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But with the 4Runner, in a lot of trims, you get the option of going with a hybrid or a non-hybrid, okay? Here's a TRD off-road right here, TRD off-road without the hybrid. Okay, that is a beautiful thing. This is an amazing 4Runner right here. Beautifully done, premium edition, and we just have the standard iForce 2.4 liter turbo engine, okay? So it is not the iForce Max. We do not have the turbo in this, which is nice. Coming in about 55.5 again. Forget all this stupid stuff where they're kicking in $3 grand of Toyota distributors garbage in here, jumping that price up. Forget all that, okay? Southeast Toyota distributor sucks at this stuff. They suck. But at least here you can go without having to get the hybrid. If you want to get a Land Cruiser, like you see right there, you are forced to get a hybrid. If you want to get a Trail Hunter or a TRD Pro, you are forced to get the hybrid. I hate the hybrid. I want nothing to do with it. I have a hybrid right now. We have a 23 Sienna, Toyota Sienna minivan hybrid that was my dad's. The one we bought here, my dad passed away, and we have that sitting at my house. Has been there now for 4 months as we wait for everything to go through probate for the estate stuff, and so it can be divided among the 8 kids and the 21 grandkids and all this stuff to be done legally and all that stuff. But I have that van sitting in my house. I hate it. even trying to just start it every other week to keep things running and the battery charged, it is exhausting because of that stupid hybrid. It is so annoying and I cannot stand it. I hate it. I hate that vehicle. Cannot stand it. I straight up hate it. And I don't like how Toyota forces you in your bigger, higher end trims or in a Land Cruiser or any of these things to get that stupid hybrid. All right, sponsoring this video, we have Last Fit, one of the best companies out there. We have the Last Fit air compressor right here. You guys have seen me do video reviews on it. I take this thing with me every place. It is absolutely incredible for cars, for bicycles, for all that kind of stuff. My Jeep has got a lot of Last Fit stuff on it. We have Last Fit fog lights right there that are absolutely incredible, those beams. We have Last Fit high visibility turn signals right in here that are incredible. We have Last Fit mats we just got done putting in Bella's new Sentra. We have them in our 4Runner as well too, but look at the coverage here. How about that for never having to vacuum your vehicle out again? Just dump your crap right out. Look at how great that is. And what if you got a kid in the back? Look at this car seat. Look at how nice this is. Again, never having to vacuum. Look at that coverage that we have in here. Absolutely incredible. And what about the trunk? Look at this. Again, never having to vacuum again. Just take this truck or the whole mat out and dump it off and get rid of all the stuff on there. Super simple and easy. So we use Last Fit for everything. I cannot say enough good things about the company, even in our truck. This bed mat, this custom fit, molded, super good, lipped, ribbed. This thing is incredible, and it is Last Fit liners for this entire thing here. Tough as nails, durable as it gets. Cannot say enough good things about Last Fit, and we appreciate them taking the time to sponsor this video and put their stuff out here and show us their amazing products. Their website and information running below for you, and it will also be in the video description as well. Check them out. You will be very happy with all the products they make. I am. Again, to me it's stupid. To you, maybe it's not. Maybe you like it. I cannot stand it. Want no part of it under any circumstances. And I have one at the house. I cannot stand it. I would much rather have the naturally or the normal engine in here, the turbocharged engine, rather than a hybrid. Now, here we go again. Southeast Toyota Distributors. These are the tires that should come on a TRD off-road. This is a TRD Sport. These Toyota did not put on here. Those wheels look amazing. I love the wheels on this TRD Sport. I love everything about this. I talked about this in a different video. Love this truck. However, these tires, they are charging you again $1,629 for. They are charging you $1,000 for these Predator steps. I would rather have these other steps that we just seen on here. Where is it? I'd rather have these steps right here. I'd rather have these than those Predator steps. They're higher up, better. They're a better step. They work better. How much are these? What are they charging for this step? Because I'd rather have it, but you don't get that option with Toyota Southeast Toyota Distributors. They are not on here. They are not listed, so they are part of the actual package. Those must be what comes standard. I'm guessing you could go through and read all this if you want to. I'm not going to waste the time to do it on video, but I do not see any of those on here, so they are not listed. So that's nice that they're in it. But I mean, I love these. I would take those all day. So are you telling me that these come stock on here and they're ripping these off of this and then charging me $1,000 to put those on? No, thank you. I'd rather have these. I don't want that. Again, Southeast Toyota Distributors. Messy, messy, messy. I cannot stand them on any level. I don't like the games they play. Love this look. Love this setup. I'd rather put my own tires on it and not pay $1,600 and give them my old ones. But so like I said, that's the thing. Toyota's hit and miss, okay? They're knocking it out of the park some way, and they're falling flat on their face in others again. Beat a dead horse, but we got Tundras and still have no tow hooks. 2026 is coming, and we still have no front recovery points. None whatsoever. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life, is that we have full-size 1,500 trucks in off-road versions. I do not see a TRD off-road here, but in an off-road version, and we have no front recovery points on it. It just blows my mind that we are seeing that. What do we got here? Let's go over here. What is this one? Right here. Looking to see Tundra Limited. Okay, so we got a nice Limited, but like I said, that blows my mind that we are still dealing with that. So like I said, you know, and where's the stuff in the front end? Okay, we got ZR2s with front lockers in it in the midsize. We got Raptor Ranger in a midsize with you know, front lockers in them, and We have 1500 ZR2s. We got the Canyon editions and the Sierra editions with front lockers in them for the 1500s and the midsize. We got the Ranger Raptor with the midsize front lockers. We got the Tremor version in the the F-150 that's got the front Torsen. We got the 2500s. It's Toyota doesn't even make a 2500 with Torsen and with lockers and power wagons and all this stuff. Where is Toyota with something in the front end of their vehicles? And don't tell me that crawl control does it all for you, okay? Yes, I will admit Toyota has some of the best algorithmically controlled brake lock control on there, and it does a fantastic job. However, it is not a locker, and it is not an LSD, and it is computer driven, and it fights you the whole time you want to put input in from the throttle, and it's very annoying. And sometimes when you're out in the mud, okay, or in the snow, or in the sand, when you're in a crap where you need some momentum, sometimes you just got to slam the gas pedal down and let it eat. Let the tires chew, let them do their job, let them throw some stuff and let them work. Let the thing eat to crawl its way out of there. You can't do that in a Toyota. Okay, they don't give you the luxury. The computer takes over and says, no, we're going to stop and put it, they want you to put it in crawl control and MTS and all these things. Now, sometimes you just want to hit the button and go, hit the gas pedal and go and eat. It will not let you do that. So Toyota needs to come up with something in the front of their trucks, their off-road version trucks. Okay, it is time. Either put a front locker in it or give us the option of some kind of limited slip. Give us something in the front of this thing other than your locked out, nanny-driven, hidden behind beeps and chirps and can't do it and flashing screens of technology. Give us something that works in the front end of that can actually do some work for us. Again, it's a great system, but it needs to be better, and everybody else is blowing them out of the water. Toyota needs to get on the ball. Then the final one, the last one, the price, okay? Toyota is now making trucks like American trucks. The Tundra, the Tacoma, the Sequoia, the 4Runner, they are built much cheaper than they used to be and lower quality than they used to be, and that's all right because they're American versions, okay? These aren't Hilux, okay? This is made for here. Even the 4Runner that you get in Japan doesn't come with a hybrid. Okay, it doesn't come with that hybrid crap. That's us. Here, we get that. They don't get that there. Okay, these trucks are Americanized trucks made for the American market. Then you know what? Start making them priced like American trucks are that are comparable. And on top of that, start negotiating on them like we do with American trucks. Okay, if you're gonna make American trucks, make them American. So like I said, I like Toyota. I like what they're doing. They're a real win in a lot of ways. I love that access cab and the option for that to be available for us. But damn it, Toyota. Fix some of this stuff. It is time. Most of the things I have mentioned are very little changes. Okay, drop the price down some, be a little bit more competitive, fire Southeast Toyota distributors, or put them on a leash and control their BS crap that they're doing, and give us some tow hooks and give us a little bit of more functionality and get rid of the safety nanny nets and the stuff you got on here locking us out of these trucks. We're not asking for a lot. You could do this stuff instantly. This is not earth-shattering. Just fix them up a little bit. Yeah, you're the best-selling truck and mid-sized truck in the world, so it doesn't matter, don't need to because I'm Toyota and everything is good. And fine, we want more. Do better. Just do better. Do better, Toyota. You're doing good, but do better. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.